Down bad guy self-deletes after caught gooning in drive-thru, man. I feel like this has definitely happened before too. There has to be instances where this has happened before, like on video. I don't know why this one went so viral though.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Nah, big smile on his face too, bruh. Did he not think he was gonna get caught? Like, even if she didn't walk up to the window or whatever, you could still literally see that.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Now the face change, bro. The face change. The face change. The face change, bro. Oh my god. He acted like he was not gonna get caught, bro.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
My brother in Christ, you saw the camera. You could at least try to pull your pants back up. What is going on?
Yeah, he actually could have made an excuse too, I feel like. He could have been like, oh, sorry, I had my pants slipped or something. At least with that. Like, dude, try to make, like, do something. Do something. Instead of sitting there just staring.
Oh, it was society, bro.
Gee, what is wrong with you?
Bro, we so cooked, bro. So the guy you just see, his name is Nautica Malone. And apparently one day he was horny and he decided to go to his favorite restaurant, establishment, coffee shop, aka Bikini Bottom, which is basically...
Bro, they have a fucking horny store for everything. Dead. I'm predicting this is going to be a trend. First, it started with Hooters, we all know. Then there's Twin Peaks. And now there's Bikinis Bean Coffee. I'm imagining that next there's going to be what? Burger Biddies? Pizza Tatas? They just gonna be opening stores like this from now on. We're in the Gooning Society, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, there's gonna be a bunch of these stores opening in the next couple of years.
A Hooters version of Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. It's
like,
it's weird.
why?
We'll get to that in a second. He decided he wanted some coffee, but he likes a little white stuff in his coffee. And to generate that little white stuff, he has to do a special ritual, aka jerk off. But the ritual he wanted to do is better done in private, in the comfort of your bed or bathroom, with the lights off and nobody else in the vicinity. But certain weirdos like doing this ritual with people in the room, and to those people, as long as the other people are consensual and okay about it, which most likely they're not, do your own thing. You're just a weirdo at yourself. But other people like doing it without the consent of other people because it just gets them off more, and it just makes the secretion or ritual and the secretion of the substance from the ritual just way better to them in the moment, until after the ritual and they realize what they have done. But we'll get to that later. So Mr. Nautica here, he decided that he wanted to do this ritual, which he
got the same smile on his face too, bro.
Most likely he does every single day, even though he has a wife and kids, but he doesn't care about the wife and kids.
Yo, that's actually so sad, bro. You got a wife and kids. Dog, whenever you have a kid, immediately your first thought should be, yo, how would my kid like grow up and like look at me if they ever found out I did this? That should immediately be something you think about. And that most of the time deters people.
Hey guys, Tom the NFG here. You know, only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on. I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it. You know, it doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams. You know, we have a lot of fun over there. I'm telling you, we have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Damn.
Because he cares about this special ritual. So what he does is he pulls up to his favorite coffee place where the girls are dressed very, very skimpishly. The butt cheeks out, the titties hanging, you know, it's basically a strip club that serves coffee. I ain't gonna lie. But here's the issue. He likes his coffee with the substance that is made from performing the ritual. But here's the catch. It is very looked down upon to perform the ritual in a public, especially around people who don't consent. But this guy's a weirdo, so he doesn't care. He comes up with a grand idea to just do both at the same time, aka jerk his meat off while getting the coffee, most likely to the very skimpily dressed girl who was serving him the coffee. And once he,
bro, how would he even be able to focus on the order and stuff? He must have done this multiple times, because obviously, like, it's not a first time thing. She immediately had her camera out.
It is just he can pour this substance into his coffee, stir it up a little bit, and enjoy the rest of his drinking and just enjoy his day. But the girl who was giving him this coffee had different intentions in mind. Let me break it down. See, at this coffee place, Bikini Bottom, it's very common for this special ritual to be done before the customers receive their coffee. I don't know why these people just love this special substance along with their coffee.
That's a common thing. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I could never trust a dude that always goes to Hooters or something. Like, bro, you're that horny that you gotta go to Hooters to get some mid-ass chicken tenders and, I don't know, fries just to see the girls there, bro. At that point, bro, just go to strip club or something, man, and just get your horny off.
But they just do. And apparently at this point the workers got tired of it. So what they decided to start doing is record anybody who they suspect to be doing this ritual, expose them, call the cops, and get these people arrested like they deserve to be. And this is exactly what happened in this clip I just showed you. Nautica was performing the ritual, smiles and all, all the way down to the floor, and he was about ready to receive his special substance. You realize it was recording there. Oh no, operation failed, time to drive off, screwed off, and never be seen again. And hopefully my wife and kids never see this video. Oh well, 2 days later he realized he was the #1 trending topic on Twitter and Facebook. And Facebook is especially bad because the Facebook moms, they don't ever let up. When they find a weirdo,
bro, either way it wouldn't have mattered. They definitely would have found out about it. His ass would have got charged for something. But yeah, that going viral definitely made it worse for him, at least.
Be punished. And that's exactly what happened. Everybody was on the internet clowning this guy, calling him a weirdo, a creep, disgusting, calling for him to get arrested, which I'm not gonna lie, all of those things should happen because he is a weirdo for doing this. He didn't care about nobody else except his own self and his own pleasure. This is what you get when you do weird things like this. Here's where the story goes south. See, Nautica seen all the backlash that was going on the interwebs. He's seen people calling him out. Apparently his friends and family started to find out, his wife started to find out, and he kind of seen the writing on the wall of what his life will be from now on. His life is basically cooked. So instead of seeking help and therapy and being a man about the situation,
okay, even though what he did is like extremely up and the nigga's weird, like he could still like make up with his family and friends for that, even though it is very weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's things I can rank between this and ranking really up shit that should never absolutely be done and terrible, but like something above that is, you know, probably being a EDP, committing a rape, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, even though it's terrible, this wouldn't be something that's like life ending, you know?
And pushing it through and just taking
it to ban corn. Yeah, that's facts.
And just, you feel me, moving on with his life.
I mean, this wasn't even corn, this was real life actually.
For his wife and kid, he decided to take the easy way out and self-delete. Pussy. And I don't care what you say,
and it's worse, bro, because now this is even worse for the mom, because now she's got to raise a kid, and the kid's eventually gonna start asking like what happened to dad or something. She's gonna have to lie about it, and then eventually when she gets older and finds out, it's like, that's rough, bro.
Is pussy. Now I truly want to say this right now,
he just fucked over his kid for life,
and condolences to all of his family. But as a man, when you mess up, you have to live with your consequences.
Bro, you gotta take that accountability.
I understand that Nautica probably thought his life was over. I mean, when situations usually happen like this, people don't just harass you, they harass your family, your friends. Hell, they'll get you fired from your job. In all actuality, his life is probably cooked. At the same time, you have a kid at home, you have friends and family who care about you, and even though they may have thought you were weird, at the same time, there's always a road to redemption if you actually change your ways. And at the same time,
and he's not even famous or anything like with celebrities, bro. Y'all know there are celebrities that have like done shit like this, and they end up having like people either end up forgetting or redeem themselves. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but I mean, this just like is a common thing that happens.
I mean, you gotta face the consequences of your actions, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? This is life. You can't do some weirdo stuff like that, think you finna get away with it, and then when you get caught, skirt off and just take the easy way out. Like, what are we talking about? That's pussy. I'm sorry, I just gotta say it. It is even more because you have a kid. Did you not think about what would happen to your kid? Not only is your kid now growing up without a father, they also have to feel the embarrassment and guilt and just shame and just horrible feelings when they find out why their dad unalived himself and how he didn't care enough about his family to stop himself from doing it. Do you understand what you're doing to your child? And again, the man is dead, so I don't want to harp on him too much. I really don't like speaking ill will of the dead, but at the same time, I call out stuff when I see it. And I just want to be clear when I say this. I don't think anybody's perfect. Hell, I'm for sure not perfect. Like, anybody can tell you that. And I'm not trying to bash this man because I feel like he's disgusting. I'm bashing this man because he's not being a man. He chose a selfish decision. One of the hardest parts about being a man is having to deal with the consequences of your actions most of the time with nobody's help. And that's a sad reality we all have to go through, but at the same time, that's why we are made how we are. That's why we are mentally
True.
tougher. We had to figure things out in the worst situations. That's just how we were developed, how God intended us to be. So seeing somebody mess up like this, okay, bro, I'm not finna lie, very disgusting, but we've all done very disgusting things. Not to that extent. I'm not finna accept it.
I was about to say, thank God he clarified it, because, yeah, hell no, bro. Hell no, I don't got no friends that have ever done something like this. Like, I would never even want to think one of my friends would try to do some shit like this.
As eyes are saying, what he did was anything. No, we don't do that. But we've all done some things that were probably very disgusting. Probably we shouldn't have done them. And if those things have been recorded,
Depends,
our
but
lives would
probably
probably
no.
be good too. So on that note, even though what he did is weird, disgusting, he should have gotten embarrassed from that. We are all humans. We all mess up. We all make horrible mistakes because of being horny or being selfish or doing weird things. We're all bad people at the core. But what makes us human is coming back from
Nah, the only way if a friend did something like this, like, I would forgive him. I think the worst part about it for me is, like, people would be like, yo, you're associating with that dude that did that. A lot of times, bro, guilty by association could cook, like, even your other friends. And they'll be like, yo, what the why are you even hanging out with him?
mistakes. Yeah, you got a little bit horny one night and you jerked off like 5 times. Tomorrow, you got to wake up and go to work at 9 a.m. No matter how unmotivated you have to do, that's the consequence. Making bad decisions and dealing with your consequences so you don't make those same bad decisions over and over.
Use a picture
Even though the
Kodak
decision
Black.
he made was truly horrible, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I would come back from it. I would figure out a way because
Nah, could y'all imagine like a famous streamer or YouTuber that happening to them? Dog, I'd rather get caught like doing anything else. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You're done for, bro.
I'm a man and a human being, and that's what he should have did. Especially if I had a kid. Like, how could you do that? And another point I've been seeing on the internet is people saying, "Oh, I feel bad for him because."
If any one of my friends or family see a video of my son, please report it ASAP. My family and I would seriously appreciate it. Going through enough, we really need to catch the person as soon as possible and make them pay for what they did. Wait, what? Okay, this is just no accountability. Ma'am, your son just committed a crime. She should be sad about what happened and stuff. Like, do you think her son has no guilt in it? No, what was wrong is she's on her phone while on shift, and on top of that, why she's looking inside a customer's car that's not even her property. Her job is to get... Yo, I hate Twitter, bro. Hashtag Elon Musk app. Like, bro, what are you talking about? It's their property, my nigga. The car window was clearly open. At that point, they shouldn't have drove their fucking property on the restaurant's property. Because couldn't the restaurant say that? Oh, you're on my property. So guess what? If you're on my property, I can film everything around you. Granted, this person definitely got flamed. You could see they got like 79 likes and 77 comments. The fact that 79 people agree with that is insane though.
Because I had the internet, you backlash. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm a content creator. I've received hate before. It's not fun. It's really not fun. And especially in the manner that his stuff went viral, it would have ruined his life. It really would have. At the same time, you can always bounce back. The worst thing that can happen is him losing his job, his wife divorcing him, and his friends distancing themselves from him. Of course, he will get fired too. He'll be put on the sexual offender registry most likely, in the worst case scenario, and it will be a long road to redemption. But hey, that is why you don't jerk off to women unconsensually in public. If you need something to hold on to, bro, hold on to God. Hold on to something like that. Hold on to something bigger than yourself. Use whatever you need to as a crutch and get your way back to the top. But always give appreciation for what that crutch you use. Unless you're like Hitler or something. I don't know about that. And he for sure could have bounced back, but now we will never know because he decided to take the easy way out. So my main message with this video, y'all, don't give up. You can always come back. You can always redeem yourself. You can always be forgiven. Life is just about making mistakes and coming back from it. You can always come back for something. And if you don't think you...
It's funny because, bro, whenever somebody's like, oh, you gotta always be forgiven, somebody's like, oh, even this person? Like, nigga. I actually hate when people say that, though. Everybody's important. Obviously, we're not talking about the fucking outliers because a nigga will name somebody like, I don't know, like he said, like Adolf or something.
You can. Well, why did you do the damn thing in the first place? I also could talk about the lust factor about this whole thing. I just got horny, bricked eye, whatever. But everybody's been talking about that. We all know that, you feel me? Being this horny is a bad thing. One thing I'll add to this, though, is that to all the people who jerk off consistently, like 3 to 4 times a week or maybe even every single day, I'm telling you, you don't see the side effects of that right now. But once you turn 25, 24, and you practice those habits
That for that many years is insane, bro. It's insane.
every single day, this is what you could eventually become. You jerk off consistently, or even if you're just cracking consistently, busting nuts on the regular, doing stuff on the regular, your brain gets used to that dopamine that you're getting from that. If you don't know what dopamine means, you're basically getting used to that feeling. That's why if you jerk off a lot, you start liking weirder stuff. You want more dopamine. You'll go from liking vanilla stuff to hardcore stuff. I've seen it happen with other people. And once you get to that mentality, you're cooked. You're on the Diddy path now. And it may not always turn into the gay Diddy stuff, But sometimes it will turn into damn.
Nah, I don't know how Diddy got down that path. I wonder how you go from like just regular degular to like super oil here, this and that, taking it up the butt. I don't know how you get to that level. Like, that's why it's so crazy to think about.
Public stuff, the against their will stuff, the P stuff. And for some people, it will be the in real life against their consent and the coffee stuff. That's why I'm telling y'all, bro, be very careful. I'm not finna give y'all unrealistic expectation by telling y'all just to go cold turkey. Y'all not finna do that. But at least monitor it. You should not be jerking off more than 2 times a week. I'm just keeping it real. If
Yeah,
you
facts.
got a problem. You shouldn't honestly.
I mean, 0 preferably.
1 time a week. If you do, you got a problem. Honestly, this is all I have to say about this situation. Prayers out to his family. It's really sad that this happened, but at the same time, actions have consequences. Take that how you will. I know I'm finna get hate for this video. It is what it is. That's just my opinion. Besides that, stay safe. God bless y'all, and just be smart, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus always loves you. Besides that, we out. Love y'all. Thank you. And we goodbye. Also go follow.
There'll be a video, man, by Cloud. Yeah, so very important lesson. Great video. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy NFG.